Bossman, so a friend of the show, my man, Coach Dan Engelstad. Coach, what's up, man? Happy birthday to you. I see you are a year older, and you're looking fresh as can be, my man. I see you. You're flossing it in your mount gear.
My man, hey, getting on with you means one thing. It means that season is right around the corner, and we are, less than a month away before we tip it off versus Villanova, and it's an exciting time. And not just a friend of the show, friend of you, my man. I appreciate you having me on.
Anytime, Coach, man, it's been 4 years we're doing this, man. 4 years. Can you believe it? At the amount already, your fourth year, brother.
Yeah, it means I'm getting older, and it's an exciting time for our program, though. It has been, a much more normal preseason this year, and this is a group that is talented. They are fun to be with every day. They work extremely hard, and it makes it fun. And we took over 4 years ago, and we had a lot of learning and growing to do from players to staff, and now we have a player-driven program with senior leadership and talent all over the place. And I'm excited about what's to come here at the Mountain.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. You have a veteran roster, but a lot of young guys in that pipeline too. Like I said, player-driven. Tell me about how that balance of that roster works, because you want to have guys in the pipeline. Yes, a lot of guys are older, will be gone after this year, but those guys in that pipeline got to learn and take over once they leave. So tell me about that balance of having those guys lead those young guys for next year when they take over, they'll be ready to go for you, man.
Well, I got good problems now. I got a lot of talent in our program, and that's how, when you envision it, you want to build it that way. You want to get old, to win, at the mid-major level. Like, you have to get old. You have to have veteran leadership. You have to have guys that no expectation, have been in some wars, have and ultimately have won and been able to achieve. And so now we have that balance of veteran guys that have played a lot of college basketball and young, really talented, good players and guys that are in the middle. So, when I took over, a few years ago, this was the vision, this was the plan. And, it's really fun to be in the gym with these guys every day, because, we know that it doesn't have to come from the coaching staff. It can come peer to peer. It can come from player to player, and they're spreading the message of what it is. And, that's when you got a chance. And, I think we have just that. I think we got a really good chance this year with the guys we got.
Tell me about your practice competitions and those drills, man. Having that much talent, I see with the Hawks here, competition makes those drills and practice be very competitive and very intense. How are you all drills being with all the talent on their roster going against each other every day?
Well, that's part of what we talk about a lot with our guys. It's just like they need each other to push each other. Like, we can't take any shortcuts for this year's team, and they know that they're in competition, and and they're hungry and they're focused. So every single day, these guys compete. We do competitive drills in just about everything that we do. I've been impressed with the pace of our practice. Our guys are able to get through and understand what we want from drill to drill, from scrimmage to scrimmage, and they bring it and they challenge each other, because ultimately they know that iron sharpens iron, and to get to that next level that we're trying to go. For us as a program, we want to not just go to the NCAA tournament. Last year was a dream and a start to get to that point, but we want to win our conference tournament outright. We want to win the regular season, and we want to go to the NCAA tournament and win games. And to do that, like, you have to be about it every day. You have to challenge each other every day, and that doesn't happen without really talented players pushing each other, and they have that now here at the Mount.
Most definitely, man. Tell me about last year, man. When you got to take some time off and reflect on it, how gratifying was it for you and your staff, man? Because it was a COVID year. You and I both know it's hard for me as a radio guy. We're doing Zooms now. I haven't been in my studio since March 14th of last 2020. So, so how was it for you guys, man? Just people don't really know how hard it was to do what you did last year in the COVID year to get to that tournament. I know it wasn't the results you wanted, but you competed like heck that night against Texas Southern out there.
Yeah, no, it was such a reward to see the guys get the fruit of their work, and like, every single team had to deal with it. Every team had to deal with shutdowns. Every team had to deal with the expectation of going to play a game and then getting it, shut down the last minute. And, we were fortunate to, be able to have guys that had enough character to stick with it. And then, the light kind of came on late for us, and we were able to go on the road and win some big games against, the best teams in our league. And, we didn't get the result we wanted against Texas Southern, but I think we learned a lot from that experience. And, it's been a driving force for the guys that we have now. They didn't settle. They don't think that's good enough. They want more. Staff, players, everybody that's involved with our program. So it was a big learning tool, as well as it's a dream, for everybody that's in our program. It was a dream of mine to be able to coach a team in the NCAA tournament. It's a dream of your players that grow up watching that tournament to partake in it. So we got a little bit of a taste, and now we want more, and that's what's driving us all right now.
Most definitely. And this summer, man, how was it for your guys to have that real camaraderie this year? Not over just Zoom, actually being in the gym together, weight room together, because I feel like from me playing ball in my career, being around my guys helped push me, make me better. But I'm by myself. I wasn't as inspired when I was by myself here in Atlanta working out. I want to be around my guys. So I was having your guys on campus to work out together and grow together through workouts this summer.
Yeah, no, it was such a different summer than it was last summer. Just to have the guys around, and our guys were in the weight room together, working together, and you could just see the camaraderie build, and it was much more of a normal type feeling. And we're moving along, and it's fun to be able to get in those routines again. Last year was so different, where you had to tell guys to stay apart, not be with each other. And, our campus did a really good job of being able to get through last year, but now you can tell our guys are getting back into some of their rhythm and routine, of going in person to class, of being able to practice with each other without worrying about, being 6 feet from each other, and really, the same thing in the weight room. And, so, the chemistry is up, the camaraderie is up, the connection is up, and we're hopeful that we have a normal season this year, and we're just looking forward to the opportunity to play in front of fans too. That was something, Bossman, that was so different. Even the NCAA tournament, you're getting this lifelong dream achieved, and we're playing in one of the meccas of college basketball. We're playing Assembly Hall in Indiana, and it's the first time our guys got to play in front of their families all year, but that was about it. It's like 250 people in this beautiful, huge arena. And so for us, we know that it's going to look different in Villanova, God willing, that we're going to be able to have normal crowds. And then Kentucky, when we go out to Kentucky, and, our first home game, we're going to honor Coach Phelan, who was, a Hall of Famer here, and one of my mentors who passed away this last year at 92 years of age, someone that we're dedicating this season to, and also raised the banner from last year's championship. And, we're hopeful that it's going to be a packed arena, because, there's very few places in the country like Knott Arena. And, I just hope, our guys get a chance to experience what it's like, especially coming off a championship.
It's funny you mention that, Dan, because this Saturday in Memphis, when the Hawks played the Grizzlies, it felt good to get booed again. It felt good. It felt good to tell you suck again. When you go into a FedEx Forum and Old Arena, like the crowd, it wasn't a big crowd, but it felt good again to have people cheering against the Hawks again. I just get an empty arena where it's like, okay, we're here. There are people here. We're just all NBA people here together. So you're right, man. This Saturday, I felt so good. That energy again, had the fans and the camaraderie of the booing us, and we was laughing about it. It was fun again, like you said. I know you guys going to enjoy it. I know as a radio guy, I enjoy it. I know there's players that are going to enjoy it as well.
I hope you booked your ticket to New York City. I know those Knicks, they love some Trae Young and the Hawks right now.
Christmas Day, I will be there, man. Christmas Day, I'll be at the Garden. Yes, I will be.
You got to let me know how it goes. But that's what it's about, to play in those environments and go on the road and try to silence the crowd, and, to be able to feed off your crowd and go on those 10-0 runs, because they're just giving you energy, and the game changes, and it's part of the game. And it was part of the game that was missing last year, and part of the game that, I can't wait to have again. And, I know our guys are anxious to hear that roar of the crowd.
You kind of mentioned your non-conference schedule: Villanova, Kentucky, Ohio, Morgan State, Howard. I mean, you have some tough opponents, man. I'm shocked guys actually want to play you, because you all are good. It was a tournament. I'm shocked they want to play you. But tell us about that schedule, man. How it's challenging you guys for the NEC coming up here, which will be tough as always.
Yeah, no, it got harder to get games. It definitely got harder, and that's a good thing in our program. But part of my philosophy is we got to play the best. Like, we have to. My when I took over, the vision for this program was we want to go to the NCAA tournament and win games. Like, so that that's part of my mission here at the Mount. Go to the NCAA tournament, win games, and graduate young men that feel an attachment to Mount St. Mary's. Like, that's what I live by. That's what we're trying to do here. So to be able to do that, like, we can't duck playing the best. We can't. Like, we're going to go. And, I'm excited for the Villanova game. I'm excited for the Kentucky game, the Ohio game as a competitor, but they all matter. We have some great regional games here. But, we have to prepare ourselves, not just for league play, but we have to prepare ourselves for big picture, and great opportunity, great exposure for our program to play some of the elite teams. But, we're not going there just to collect a check. Like, we are going there to win basketball games. And, I'm thrilled because we're finally at a point in our program where we're going to match up pros versus pros. I got guys that are going to make some money playing the game on my roster, and some veteran guys now. And when you can match pros versus pros, you give yourself a chance every night. And we have some of those guys in our roster now.
That's one for you, Dan. Is this, man? How was your summer? What did you and your family do to enjoy your little time off that you do have from your busy schedule of being a coach every day, man?
Well, the season ended, and you take a deep breath, and everything has changed in college basketball. So you got to re-recruit your guys. And so there was no stop. And then finally I got home and I looked my wife in the eye and said, we have to go on a vacation. We have to go. So we went down to Marco Island, spent a couple days in Florida, and just kind of hit that reset button and got to enjoy each other. And, and we're just buckling up for the year. We had a really good summer with the guys, and we were able to have them over at the house more. We were able to celebrate July 4th with them, which was much more normal. We got another blessing added to our family. We got another child coming here in February, so not the best timing for the college coaching world, but my wife's the best, and she's going to hold the fort down. And it's the one surprise that we love in life. So we don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I got 2 girls, so I'm thinking another girl's coming. But we're just we had a great off season, and now we're a month away, and time to dive into the season, man. Looking forward to it.
Same here, brother. Well, look, I know I'll be cheering for you, man. You're my guy. I'll definitely be cheering for you. Hope to talk to you after the season as well. I'll be watching closely, man, and I'll let you know how that New York trip goes on Christmas Day, man.
We'll do it. Let's do this in person sometime, man. I'm making my way down there, recruiting some guys in that area. And if you're ever up this way, come hang out and watch what we do, man. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it.
How far are you from D.C.?
An hour. Baltimore, an hour. D.C., an hour. So we're an easy trip, man, and we'd love to have you.
So when the Wizards play the Hawks, I'm gonna look at my schedule, make sure I can give me a rental car and come out there and see you, man.
That'd be perfect. I might come down to the game and we'll link up.
No doubt. Hey, Dan, thank you always for your time, brother. I'll see you real soon. We'll make that happen, brother. Okay.
You're the best, man. Have a great one.
See you, brother.
Yeah. See you.